Good morning. Good morning. So crazy. I've been having very much technical difficulties for the last half hour. So I hope you're here. I know you're going to be coming in just a second. So today we're going to be talking about the Flylady system, and any questions you might have about the Flylady system, I will answer today. But I still see no one on here, so there's nobody to ask me a question. "35 seconds in, 39 seconds in. Finally, Mommy is a Lion. Good afternoon. How are you? I hope you have some questions for me. Kiyoki is here. Hi, Curly Kiki. I didn't know you were a teacher until you sent me that note yesterday. I'm here at school to collect my boy. Awesome. Are you just sitting in the car waiting? That's fun. Okay. Most agreeable. Good morning. You guys don't know how frustrated I was. I couldn't get on here. Cynthia Ruth. Hi. Finally. I know. I was to the point where I was like madly laughing. It was insane. I don't know what's going on. I'm actually using my sister Marty's phone. She just happened to come over, so I'm logged into her phone. Hi, Joanna. Standing in the yard, so you might get an audience. Oh, good. Hi, kids. Hi, mommies. All right. Anybody have any questions? Hey, Karen. How are you? Hi, Wisconsin Wellness. Good morning. Excuse me. Over here. Little morning refreshment. What made you decide to make the changes you did in the original Flylady system? Those little tweaks are awesome. Just my experience as a Flylady, over a year of dealing with at least 40 women at a time in person, one-on-one, plus my own experience, plus my daughter's experience and feedback. It's just feedback. And it's my experience. So, you know, another Flylady might have a different experience, but I feel like these things have really helped you guys. So, more questions, please. Only 10 of you are on. That's so sad. That means the notifications. I think there might be something wrong with YouTube this morning. I'm not sure. Or it could be my phone, because my sister's phone is working. And I do look rather pale, but I feel good. You know, I am actually very fair. I have a lot of Irish in me, a little white skin with black hair, and these used to be blue till I was 7. What am I missing? Where do we take a break from routines over the holidays? Oh, do we take a break from routines over the holidays? What do you think, Mommy is a Lion? Do you take a break from routines? Never. You never take a break from routines. It's like saying, when do I take a break from flushing the toilet? Never. Routines happen every single day, and they are the backbone of your sanity, okay? All right, let's see. Wisconsin Wellness. I have a question. How long until my inner child stops resisting my routines? I've been at this for months and she's still in my head. Yeah, you know what? Our inner child is just in our head. I mean, that's really where she lives. She's not an actual human being, as we all know. She's just something in her head. So you can take your little head and you can say, okay, little child in my head, I'm going to put you in the corner because you will not behave. I'm going to do my work, and when I'm done, you can get out of the corner. Try that. Okay, what else do we have? I love you girls. Y'all are just so precious and sweet. Let's see. I have a question. Okay, that was Wisconsin. Karen says she's laughing at Mommy because I made her do her routines. Morning, Emily. Christy Hunter, yay, I'm glad you're here. Wisconsin Wellness, no routine breaks ever. Truly, Mama, good morning. Hi, Kayla. Mommy is a Lion. I knew that answer, but was kind of hoping. Come visit me in Ireland. You know I will. I'm about 25% Irish, so it would be awesome to come there. Maisie, good morning, Miss Maisie. May, how are you doing? I know that's not your name, but it felt good. It's very Southern to give everybody 2 names. My name is Kathy Lynn to my mother's side of the family. My sister is, well, her name is Martha Elizabeth, but nobody actually calls her that. They just call her Marty. I don't know why she didn't get 2 names. She's sitting here next to me this morning. Patty, my sister Patricia Ann, she's Patty Ann. Oh yeah, Daddy called Marty Henry Boy. We didn't have her. She was the 3rd daughter. She's not affected by it at all. She's a wonderful feminine woman. Okay, let's see. Maisie says, missed what we do Christmas Day and Boxing Day. What do you mean? I haven't gotten there yet. Christmas Day, you do your routines. Boxing Day, you do your routines. That's it. You don't have to do anything else on those days. Yeah. Be quiet, Marty. Thank you. Good morning, my new friends. Hi, Cheryl. So glad to have you back. Judy Spiegel, finally got you. Problems? Yeah, problems. Big problems. Problems to the point where I was past the point of frustration to the point of giggling uncontrollably. So yes, problems. But it seems to be working. I don't know if it was YouTube. I actually switched my brand new beautiful phone, which is here, which is what I always record on, to my sister's older phone, which is working beautifully. So. Is yours a 7S?
It's a 7.
Oh, she's got a 7. I got a 7S. Okay, so hers is new too. What are the tips for doing Flylady postpartum? My third is due in April. Do we just go back to routines for a while? Yep. You just go back to routines for a while. Make sure you have a lot of prep going on, like freezer foods and maybe some delegation lined up for little things like weekly home blessing at least. That would be awesome and not hard for anybody to do, especially after that person observed you giving birth to their child. Wonder who that is. Okay. Do you have to play catch up? Never. We don't do catch up. And do the room you missed when you return from your parents? Negative. No, it's going to come back around in a month. Don't worry about it. Baby, don't worry about it. Who is asking me that question anyway? That was, oh, y'all are asking good questions, by the way. Emily said her routines are helping her survive her maternity. Truly, Mama, what are tips for doing Flylady? Okay, that's the one who asked me that. Your third is due in April. Do we just go back? Yes, so that was the one I answered. Okay. Joanna says, I would love to visit Ireland. We could have a slumber party. Let's go together. Esther, do you have to play? That was Esther. No catch up. Emanuela, ooh, hello. Maisie says, woo. Tips for getting up before the family. Oh, I can't wait to answer this one. I got a new alarm clock and set my mind the night before, but it is my biggest struggle. I know it's for my benefit. I just can't seem to do it. Okay, Wisconsin Wellness. First, are you getting 8 hours of sleep? If the answer is yes, then you just have to force yourself to get up because you've got a bad habit. If the answer is no, then you have to go to bed earlier. When you go to bed earlier and you get your 8 hours of rest in that bed with your legs flat and your head flat and you're resting and you're sleeping, then you're going to have less trouble getting up in the morning. But if you are just getting 8 hours of sleep or even more and you're not getting up, get up. That's the only thing I can tell you to do. Get yourself up. I can be firm with you like I would with a child. You get up out of that bed right now. You have had 8 hours of sleep and you have lots of things to do today. Don't you love yourself? Get up out of that bed and come here and give me a hug. Love you. Get up. Okay, that's my sternness. All right, here we go. Resourceful Mama. Didn't get the notification. I know something's going on. It's crazy. Karen, so have got a bit overwhelmed in the clutter, but determined to get my house straightened up before bed tonight. I'm going to get 4 boys to tidy their rooms now. Go, girl. You are the queen. You are the lion. I'm proud of you. Yes, I really am getting 8 hours. So you just got fussed at, but you know I love you. That's firm but kind. That's strong. I'm talking strong to you. You have to get yourself out of bed. You have to get that little baby, that little lazy girl, that little inner child in the corner and get yourself up. Once you get yourself up and you take a few steps, you're going to feel better. It's just that laying in the bed, right? Okay, questions? I'm stuck. This is Emanuela. I went great for 2 to 3 months and now I can only do the routines. Is it me or happens because it's in the first month or so my house was done and I kept up the zones and weekly home blessing. Okay, Emanuela, here's something I can read in your very words that answer the question. And it is, I'm stuck. I can only do the routines. That's what you're telling yourself. I'm stuck. I can only do the routines. That's a lie. Of course you can do more than the routines. You're just not doing them. So start this minute, resolve, and claim the day. Get up, do your routines. Once you're done with that, let's not try to make up for lost time. Today is what day? Wednesday? So today is your desk and planning day. So If you have some laundry, get it going. If you have some paperwork to go through it. Go straight to your desk and balance your checkbook, handle your action items and filing items. Go to your refrigerator, look in there and see what you've got. Wipe it out a little bit. Throw out the junk. Go to your freezer, go to your pantry, make your menu, okay? And go and get it all ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow you're making every day easier by doing these things. So stop telling yourself lies. That's a lie. You absolutely are physically able. So it's the can't word doesn't exist. Or as my mother always told me, can't, never could do anything, right? Do it, Judy. That's from Maisie. Hi, Carlene. She's juggling Christmas prep with 2 sick children, doctor visits and school events, and haircuts for the girls. My goodness. Tell her I missed her. Thinking about becoming a Flylady mentor. Any advice? Judy, are you doing so well? I'm so excited. Contact Flylady Premium and tell them you're interested. Contact them. FlyLadyPremium.com. Send a note to dingding@FlyLadyPremium.com. That's the office manager. And tell her you're interested. Thanks, Kat, Wisconsin says. Okay, Emanuela, do I get a response from you, baby? Yes, I can, but my house looks good, so I keep saying it's okay to skip zones. Say, that's a tricky one, Emanuela, because that's the whole point of this, is that it gets to the point where everything's so easy. It's like a kid saying, I'm not cleaning that because it's clean. Well, it's not really. It's like your toilets when you swish them every day. They are clean, and we're going to keep them clean by giving them a little 1-second swish. Right? So everything in your house is a lot easier. So this is actually flying. When your house looks good, but you continue to do it. Or you can just sit back on your duff and let it all get filthy again and all get out of control again and then say, woe is me. So stop that and start getting to work even though your house is clean. Okay? That's when you can be the person who people say, how do you do it? And you say, oh, I just do it. Okay. Wisconsin Wellness. I've dropped back to routines till after Christmas to relieve my stress. I can do a zone any given day. It's a bonus. If I can do a zone any given day, it's a bonus. If you're experiencing high stress, do just drop back to routines. But know that there can be stress all the time, and sometimes we have to learn to live with that little bit of stress. Because hopefully you followed the Christmas advice I gave you, and you don't have a lot that has to be done, right? But maybe you don't. Maybe next year you'll follow it. Emanuela says, yes. Kelly, hi, I found you live. Yes, Kelly, and I'm so late. Shelly, thanks, Mr. B. Oh, that was Shelly, sorry. Shelly, but you've been here before a million times, right? I think so. Deborah, did I forget Deborah? I didn't see Deborah. Deborah says hello. Hi, Deb. All right, I'm ready for questions. I'll have a sip while I wait. Delicious. A Venti decaf with sugar-free mocha and whipping cream. Very low keto. By the way, I've lost 8 pounds. 8, almost 9. Close. I'm 0.8 ounces away from 9 on my keto. Do you continue to paper routine for things you have filed, like years worth of utility bills? So it's hidden clutter, or you just do it in that zone? You can do that if you want to. I certainly wouldn't hold that against you. If once you've gone through all your paper and you don't have any more visible paper clutter, you can certainly start working on an inch a day in your invisible or hidden paper clutter and realize how foolish it is to keep those things. How many times did you need to look at an old utility bill? Seriously. Please see my question above about next week. Claire, would you please copy paste her question so I don't have to dig through? Wisconsin Wellness, and that's from Christy Hunter. Denise Latimer, that's a great idea. I should do that. Yeah, that is a great idea. Margot said, got to listen to this again. That's me. Trouble getting out of bed. Maybe too much freedom before have to be in the office. So if you guys are working or flybabies who are payroll flybabies or teachers, I know that Kyoki is a teacher, and you get home, it's like, yay, Christmas vacation. Christmas vacation. That's the way we feel. Like it's fun. We don't have to do anything, but that's not true. We still have to flush the toilet, right? There's things we don't take vacations from. That's our routines in our house if we don't want it to fall apart and we don't want to be kicking ourselves later. Okay, apparently this is the question. My plan for next week, no zones and a special project for putting away Christmas before my son's birthday on the 29th. Does that seem reasonable, or is the inner child trying to take over? No, that sounds very reasonable. I love your plan. Kiona, I know. I don't know why I called you Kioki. Kiona, and it's such a beautiful name. I apologize, Kiona, but you knew what I was talking about. Dance party. Lou, yay, I'm delighted to see you live. Hello from the UK. Hello to all. Hi, Lou. Welcome. Okay, any more questions about the Flylady system? Anything? I'm loving these questions so far. What's your personal thing? What's your personal thing? 2 dots. 2 dots. Look, Marty. You see my 2 dots? Come over here, Marty. Any tips for working the system as a work for mom, homeschooling mama? Yes. Here's Marty. Marty's with us.
Hey there.
Isn't she the cutest?
Oh, thank you.
See? My baby sister. Okay, so this question was anything... This question was working the system as a work... I'm thinking you're saying you're a homeschooling mama. I have a video on homeschooling, and basically it is, and if you're working and homeschooling, you have to dedicate time to those things. Just like if you went away to teach a class or you went away to work in an office. So you have to, they're saying hi to you, Marty, you have to make for yourself a schedule or a plan. It's critical. And we all know homeschooling doesn't take as long because you're giving personal care to your children and they're not lost in a sea of 30 kids. Not that going to school is bad in any way. Again, it's like the personal choice to nurse or not to nurse. Some people can, some people can't, some people will, some people won't, and the kids all turn out good, right? But we all make our best decisions for ourselves. So if you're a homeschooling mom, you get up in the morning, you put everybody through routine, so your kids are dressed, they've had their breakfast, the kitchen's clean, the bathroom's clean, the beds are made, and then you can go straight to your work, which is homeschooling. While you sit them down to get ready with homeschooling, go throw in a load of laundry. While the laundry's going, we're going to do some homeschooling. Some of your children will be on autopilot and they can do it with just your inspection, but the little ones are going to need your constant care and guidance. And sometimes the big ones will need guidance or explanation. But those are only for a couple of hours. We all know it doesn't take long to do homeschooling. And then if it does take longer than 2 hours, make sure they get a little physical break, a little snack break, and they come back and finish up. I'm thinking 2 hours just from the personal experience of my daughter homeschooling her kids and everybody else that I know who's homeschooled. But yours may take longer.
It took David 3.
Okay, Marty homeschooled David. It took him 3 hours. He was super ADD. So, and Marty is also super ADD, which
ADHD.
which probably contributed to it. But my point is, when you work at home and you homeschool, then you're going to have time set aside for working at home. So when the kids are good and you're done with homeschooling, or if they're on autopilot and you can work, the thing is, if they're on autopilot and you're working and then you get interrupted, that wouldn't be the way it would be if you were at work. So you want to make sure you have some absolute time to do your job well without interruption. Now, you have to measure for yourself what you're going to do, but that's what I say. And then you still have plenty of time to do all the other things that we do in our house because it doesn't take long. Okay, let me go back and ask a couple questions. Do you want to get off your knees? Are you tired?
No, I want to insert something.
Marty is dying to say things, and I never let her because I'm not ready to talk about those things, and I'm the one who's in control.
Sometimes when you homeschool and you have to go do something, just announce it, and they'll leave you alone, and you can get it done.
How old was your son when you homeschooled him?
7th grade.
7th grade. See, so if you have an 8-year-old, it might not work. Bye. Marty's going to sit down because I don't let her say much. Poor thing. Y'all are very pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, Marty looks just like you. Yes, she does. Am I seeing double? Margot said. You ladies are wonderful. You look just like your mom. Okay, Deborah, still struggling with... wait, I saw one more thing about homeschooling. I want to go. Any tips for working the system as a work for mom, homeschooling mom? Okay, that was it. Work from home. I knew that's what you meant. So that's what I say, and it requires planning. Planning is the most critical thing you can do to your day for anything we do. Planning is required. We are not the kind of people who have something that makes sense in our head that goes next, next, next. We don't have that brain. Our brain goes, wee, right? So we have a plan so we can look at it and say, okay, look at your plan. It says do this, go do that. That's what we have to do. And we're not good at that part either. So that is also creating the habit of following our own instructions, okay? All right, so let's see what we've got here. Still struggling with paper, sitting in the box next to my chair, but still not sorting through. Then put it on your list and do it every day. When you're doing your laundry, go through an inch. Look, if your box is only so big. What is your box? 12 inches tall? 12 inches, that's only 6 days, and that thing is gone. 24 inches, that's only 12 days, and that thing is gone. You can do it. Okay. Thank you. I'm learning and getting better. This is Sarah. Thank you for all your tips and encouragement. You're welcome. Esther says, beautiful sisters, love how your family works together to take care of your parents. Thank you. Kat, do you declutter hubby's items? Absolutely not. I do not. Christy, it takes us about 2.5 hours for school, but only about 1.5 hours of my instruction. The other time is individual work where I supervise while doing laundry, dishes, and other kitchen stuff. Kids are 12 and 9. Okay, that's good. So then you can do it, right? Shelley, my struggle is with motivation. I know what to do, but how do I stay motivated? The motivation is having it done. You know that feeling that it feels so good when it's done? So that's going to be your motivation. And we can't really let motivation be our driving force. Habit and plan are our force. Motivation is fickle. Some days you won't feel like doing it, but you have to do it anyway. Here's the deal. If you worked at a job and you had to clock in, you might not feel like doing that job, but guess what? You're going to sit yourself in the chair, you're going to pick up the phone, and you're going to do your work or you're going to lose your job. Well, we don't have that as homemakers. Nobody's there saying, you got to do this or you're going to lose your job. But honestly, treat it like it is your job. It is your stewardship. So we don't have a choice. Moms don't have a choice. When you have the flu and you have little babies and you're by yourself, you still have to take care of your babies. And fortunately, that's not the case the majority of the time. Fortunately, we feel good most of the time. That motivation stuff, in my opinion, throw it out the window. So Shelley, I love you, but don't rely on motivation. Joanna, empty nester, I found it so hard to get up and do a routine since I no longer have anyone to take care of. Joanna, you have a very important person to take care of. You. You are very important. You're the VIP. Organizing Ruth. Hi, Organizing Ruth. What do you do when you get to the small stuff that you know you have to go through, but it overwhelms you because you did so much already? Okay, here's the thing. We're not doing so much already today. We're talking about today. We're not thinking about yesterday. We're not thinking about tomorrow. We only have today. And we're only working for 15 minutes on small stuff, period. So if you have decluttering, it's only 15 minutes and it's only in a particular room. So if that small stuff is in your den and we're in the master bedroom, you're not worrying about it. You let it go until you get to the den in that zone. And then, in this example, we'll work for 15 minutes on that every day for 4 days. So it's a whole hour and you'll go through it. Okay? So if you're not following the Flylady program, then you are doing so much. And it is too much. And that's why you get overwhelmed. So stop and just do these little elephant bites. You know, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. That's what we're doing. Joanna, you can take care of you. That's what Marianne says. I'm in the same place, Joanna. Then Deborah, take care of you. Doreen Oscarton. Hi, Kat. I had oral implant surgery yesterday. Been getting your routines done. Good. Be careful. Don't bend over. I know that throbs. That's a very hard surgery sometimes, but you'll do great. Ex-zombie mama said, hello, lovely ladies. How do I get back on track after a bad week or two where I didn't get anything done that I should have? Okay, forget the should. And sometimes I know I accidentally say should or need to. Those are very judgmental words, so we're going to drop those words. I want you to say it's a brand new morning. It's a brand new day. I want you to do your morning routine. Anybody listening to this, Jamie included, go do your morning routine. Next, put in some laundry. Next, do your paper routine. Next, today is, for the weekly, is planning and desk day. So you're going to balance your checkbook, make your grocery list, make a menu, clean out your fridge. Not in that order. You're going to clean out your fridge, look and see what you have, make a menu, make a grocery list, balance your checkbook, and then tomorrow when you grocery shop, you'll know how much you can spend. Hopefully, you will take cash if you have a problem so you will not overspend. Okay, Organizing Ruth. I just want to be done already. Ha, ha, ha. I'll try to do the 15 minutes. Thank you for answering my questions. Organizing Ruth, lovely, lovely, lovely girl. You're so pretty. Listen, here's the deal. We all feel that way. That's the problem with us, if there is a problem, is that we want it done now. And so we want to work like a crazy woman, and we'll hyper focus, because a lot of us have ADD or ADHD, and we will hyper focus on that and get worn out and then not do anything until the whole place blows up forever because we're so exhausted. Hi, Chrysula Lacus. I don't think I've seen you here before. I didn't get a chance to go yesterday. I'm going today. I will get silver nails, though. Organizing Ruth says, yes. Marie Pacheco. Hello, enjoy your video so much. Welcome, Marie. So glad you're here. Anybody else? You know, I have 11 thumbs up today. I'm so happy. Thank you. Joanne Garza, anxiety is bad today. Probably will only do daily routines and skip the zone cleaning. Here's what I want you to do if you have anxiety. You know, I suffer from anxiety. A lot of us do. I want you to sit down, and I want you to know that anxiety always makes you feel tight in here, like really tight. And that's because it physically tightens up there when you're having anxiety. That's one of the things that happens. I want you to take slow, deep breaths and concentrating on letting go. Letting go. And anything, any thought that comes into your mind, I want you to do this with it. Ready? You ready? I want you to put it in one of these bubbles. Each one, put it in there, blow it away. Okay? That's what I want you to do. I want you to put it in a bubble and blow it away until you're feeling comfortable. Now, if you are having that generalized anxiety that doesn't quite feel like that, like you're not having a panic attack, just generalized, then certainly you can not do anything. You don't have to. You can just do your routines. But when those things come up, I want you to, those thoughts, those things causing anxiety that have nothing to do with today or this moment, I want you to put them in a bubble and blow them away. You can have them back later. Give them to God, okay? All right. Any more questions? Nice bubbles, Missy says. I love my bubbles. I put those on a lot. All right, ladies. Any more questions related to Flylady? Listen, I want to remind you that I put on a daily video every single day. I try to. You're welcome, Joan. And that is... Deborah, you're so funny. Deborah said she used to keep bubbles on her desk, and they do. Put them in there and blow them away. You keep us on track, Kat. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Maisie. Tiny bubbles. That's Joanna. All right, so I want you to remember that I put out every single morning that I possibly can a daily video, and that tells you exactly what to do that day. Remember, we break things down into 3 things. Routines, and if you're new, you're just doing routines. And then after routines, we're doing our weekly thing. That's something we do every single Wednesday, every single Thursday, every single Friday, every single Saturday, every day of the week. We do that over and over again. The third thing, and once you get that down, then you add the zones. In the zone, we hit a room once a month for about a week. Right now, we're in the master bedroom, master bathroom, master closet area. And you're going to do 15 minutes of decluttering in there. If there's no clutter, you're going to do one deep cleaning thing in there 4 days a week, because I don't make you work on your free day, right? And so watch that daily video every single morning. I try to get it out at 6 o'clock in the morning so you can watch it while you're brushing your teeth. And then, and I talk to both my fly ladies who work and my fly babies who are at home. And then the other thing I want you to remember is if you need to get a refresher on how to do this, go watch my video on how to do the Flylady system for newbies on my homepage. It will help you understand how we're doing this. And then if you need even more serious help, you can sign up to be one of my patrons. It's $5 a month on the Patreon channel. And slowly but surely we're building our whole system there for you. It's a nice system and it's more intimate, so if that's something you need. Okay, and then if you want to have a personal mentor, you can go to flyladypremium.com and get a personal mentor. I do mentor people, but I'm only taking 3 right now. I'm full. Okay, Organizing Ruth. If you have clutter, how do you keep the house clean if you're not deep cleaning? You'd only deep clean in a zone, like I just said, once a month. Now I want you to go watch that video, Ruth, how to do the Flylady system for newbies. It'll take about 40 minutes and you'll need to take notes. And also, in that same vein, there are other things you can watch, like how to do the weekly home blessing hour, that kind of thing. How to do laundry. I have videos on all of that. Check my playlists, okay? All right. My husband is, this is Mommy's a Lion. My husband is sleeping in there because he's on the night shift, so I'm having just to keep going on my laundry. That's fine, or pick another day. Pick another zone. You know, you're the CEO of your house. So if this week he's on night shift and next week he's not, then switch. Do the living room, which is zone 5, and next week do the bedroom. You can do that. Now, the thing about zone 1 and zone 5 is that they switch. Marty, what's the date? My book's not in here. What's the date that the 31st falls on? What day of the week is that? Just want to look at the calendar real quick. Okay, Marty doesn't know how to run my phone.
You've got passwords.
I've got passwords, yes I do. Okay, so here we go. All right, so next week, the whole week is zone 5, so you can totally switch. And then we're gonna have zone 1 the whole week of January 1st. That's when we'll do that. Sometimes it'll fall midweek. Whenever the first of the month hits, that's when zone 1 kicks in. So sometimes 5 and 1 are shorter. But don't worry about that, because here's the thing. And here's my question for you. Let's see, who is it that keeps asking? Organizing Ruth. How often are you deep cleaning your house now anyway? See, that's the thing. The reason you're here is because you want to know how to do it. But then when you get here, you want to get it done so fast, and that's not the way it's going to happen. If you want this to work, follow the instructions. It's amazing. I know, we all like to create our own instructions, but please do follow the instructions. And once you get it down pat and you're the CEO, you can certainly say, you know what, I do love this, but I'm going to grocery shop on Fridays, or I'm going to take my free day on Monday. That's okay. You can do some little tweaks, but you're still following the basic plan, okay? Can you tell us how to get onto the Patreon channel? Yeah, just go to, I just did an app, Patreon, Patreon, Patreon. There's a link also. Larry puts links down for you on all of my videos to go to Patreon, okay? Maisie says Sunday. Thank you, Maisie. I just read it, sorry. Mary Mabry, have been watching your videos, first time live. Welcome, Mary. So happy to have you. Everybody, hey to Mary. Joanna says, I must have missed something. When did you go back to Flylady? Oh, that is news, isn't it? This last week, I had 3 fly babies who were forever fly babies, who kept asking me questions. And I said, you know what? I think they need personal mentorship again, so I'm going to open it up. But you know, before I was mentoring 40 people, and it was just way too much because each person gets a half hour, and knowing me, I often go over a little bit. So I was spending the majority of my time mentoring my beautiful fly babies, and a lot of them were really ready to fly. So there's Larry put it up there, the Patreon channel. So I decided to go back and take 3. They had already told me at flyladypremium.net or .com.net that I could come back anytime, that they loved me. They're so sweet. So I decided to take 3 back, and in that case, I am officially a fly lady again. So I think people enjoy knowing that I'm a fly lady too. So I like being one. All right, let's see. Organizing Ruth. Haha, I'm on Patreon because of that, Kat. I will go through the playlist on here too. Yay. Hi, Mary. Okay. Have you ever had a fly baby that just couldn't get it? Yeah, I have. You know, being a fly baby, it's not designed for hoarders, although I will tell you that Fly Lady herself, Marla Silly, was very close, very dangerously close to being a hoarder. Like, she couldn't get out of the bed in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom because she would fall because there were so many things in her house. And she and her husband still continued to go to estate sales and buy more and more stuff. And one day she said she just couldn't stand it anymore. So it's not for those people who really need professional help. But all of my fly babies, except one, have done an excellent job. And then sometimes people think just by, in the past I've had others who just quit. Not that they were hoarders at all, but some people think just by having a mentor that it's going to magically fix everything. They still have to do the work. Okay. Joanna says, how lucky for your babies. And I love it too. I do love being a fly lady. It's probably one of the most, I would say it's probably one of the most, I felt honored to have the title Fly Lady bestowed upon me. It was so touching to have that, and to know that I can help people, and it's official, like I'm recognized. And Julie says, it's worth following the plan. It really works. My house looks better than it has in 26 years. I've lived here, and I've only been on the system a few months. I love you, Angelie. You're doing so good. Maisie said, organizing Ruth, just be careful you don't watch so much that you're spending time following them, not spending time following advice. Yeah, don't watch me. Now I know, because we all do it, you know, you get on and you just watch one after the other because you really like someone, or you like the way they sound, or think the advice is great. But you do have to start doing the job, and that's right, Maisie. So start with the dailies and watch those every day, and do those if you understand the system. If you don't understand the system, you do need to watch that long one, 40 minutes. Donna, I wish I could be one of your fly babies. Maybe one day you can. If one of mine graduates, I'm going to do an announcement, and then whoever mentions to me first that, you know, or I'll do a lottery or something where I'll pick up one more, but I'm not going to go over 3. Thank you. Maisie, sometimes my hubby asks that very question. When are you going to stop watching and start doing? That's funny. Take action, Ann. Hi, Mary. My second time live. Unfortunately, I can't stay. I have to jump in the shower and to get the little one ready. Have a wonderful day. Bye. We're about done anyway. Bye. Take action, Ann. Emanuela, I thought you needed time for you and your family. Mr. B is happy with your decision. Yes, it's not 40 people. It's 3. That's a huge difference. And it all happens on one day. So it's only an hour and a half. It's only an hour and a half. And I vowed to stay only for 30 minutes too. But yes, he's very happy with my decision. He's always happy with my decisions because they're my decisions, and he doesn't care what my decisions are. I mean, he cares. He doesn't want me to be tired. All right. Any more questions or concerns about the Fly Lady system? Well, if you don't have any, make sure that if you haven't subscribed, I am blessed, Emanuela, that you subscribe. If you have anybody who could use this information, please share. If you like what you hear, give me a thumbs up. If you have a question or concern, please make a comment. And I will be back tomorrow at 9 o'clock, provided everything's working. And I'm going to say hi to one more person, and that is Karen Keeps It Simple. She said, I don't get to catch you live very often, but I enjoy it when I do. You're awesome. Thanks, Karen. All right. Love you guys. And remember that you are beautiful. Bye.